السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. كيفكم يا جماعة؟ إن شاء الله بخير. ما راح أحرق عليكم النتيجة ولا أسوي أي شيء. بعد ما تخلص المباراة أبيكم ضروري تسمعون آخر كلام، لا تطلع من المقطع بس والله. استمتعوا.
But I do not think it's going to happen. I do think that the team from China has looked absolutely unstoppable. No one on the team really claimed that close to it.
I also went with a team from China after they beat Korea. That was it. I was like,
team this year. It's the team from China. I don't even believe they're playing the best meta, the most.
طعنات ما احنا نتحملها.
Global title. I got the team from China winning their first
World
Cup here today. I think it's going to be a triumphant 3-0 victory.
أيوه.
And this is what it's for. Please welcome the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia.
They might be the underdogs here in our gold medal match, but David
ما كسرت يد الدم.
All year long, they decided to really put together.
يلعب مكي. نايس جاهزين للدوم. حلو والله يا اخي يا عمري يا اخي جاهزين للدوم. راحوا مكي كوين لو يروح سامر بعد.
Even looking at the top down map, we saw Gushwei very quickly. What's that? Making a about face happen.
توهقوا صينيين.
Here and a Cassidy for Quartz. One of the most dominant hit scan players at this tournament. Expect Quartz to make waves here.
And they still run the sim for a little bit of extra mobility. Really interesting here.
Leave headshot there, forced into a deflect. Quartz playing rather close to the front line here as Gushwei is reluctant to engage too deeply. It's a teleport play into the backside, but three players from KSA are hit with a Bionade. UB under a bit of pressure, but Gushwei won't commit to any of these dives yet. Shy now has a lot of space as he rotates around, and Saudi Arabia have to play from this small room.
Yeah, and you've used a TP. They want to make a play for the supports of the team from China, but a biotic grenade from Meng could stop that.
Margin is in a reload animation and has to go for an immortality field instead. Maybe not the most efficient use of that ability, but it keeps his team standing. KSA is in trouble though. He's here with a biotic grenade, and here's the meteor strike. That's the first blood. Gushwei claims Haku. And it is going to be a full-scale rout for Saudi Arabia.
لازم فرح، لازم نبدح. والله لازم.
Yeah, so team from China, they win that. A really drawn-out fight, right? KSA poking, prodding, getting that amp matrix that Surmajed has.
لازم تخلون الدم يغير.
Trying to make a play after that. They commit to this comp for at least another fight.
It's a big investment in the Cassidy here for Quartz. Oh, there it is. Okay. Oh, wow. The poke damage claims leaders. He's playing on top of the bridge. That wasn't the way the team from China planned this, that's for sure. Here comes the Symmetra wall, and Quartz can play safely from behind it. Mag grenade thrown out with a connection there, the hindrance on Shy. He's playing from outside of line of sight.
It's also really interesting, right? Because the Sim turrets, they will slow, right? You have the mag grenade from the Cassidy. Like, you can actually really make it difficult for Gushwei to get out if he goes in, right?
Monk here hoping to get eyes on Leave. Says, I need to give you this nano, and here he goes. There's the blade. Actually ignores Quartz and goes for Haku instead. Going to be clearing out the immortality field, but Quartz goes down. Gushwei flattens him as he went for a Deadeye. Shy now pressure's on. Disrupt the shot thrown at that low ground, but Haku's able to get away for the time being. But the sleep connects, and it's lights out.
Man, and Shy has been so good on the Sojourn throughout the tournament. That is the rally that comes out from Lengsa to keep everybody topped up. So you will have the Junker Queen ult here for KSA. You can do some interesting things. TP, nail it out the other side. A few options on how you want to use. That's a huge bio grenade.
لازم نبدح، تكفى نبدح. ما راح نفوز.
The Junker Queen ultimate match. Gushwei with 4, make it 5. A full team wipe.
لازم فرح ميرسي، لازم.
You said on another incredible.
روح ارسل نبدح، تكفى نبدح.
Yes, Yubi makes a switch here over to Tracer. Gonna need somebody to get a touch.
Allah.
94 and counting. Saudi Arabia don't have the Sim TP anymore. The Tracer, of course, from Yubi will give them that option, but they're very low. Yubi backing up. It's going to be an matrix here. Gushwei's already taken out Haku, and where next? Just to the points. The team from China put the fear in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, it looks like they just got backed up a little bit. Not able to get on and contest. It's a really interesting look, though, from KSA early on. I'm curious if that is, like, just something for first round Samoa, something they want to try the rest of the series.
الدوم كاونتر لنا.
Potentially they think it
كذا لازم نكاونتر بفرح احنا، بس ان شاء الله نبدأ يخش. لازم هو يقول لهم. حتى لو هم متدربين على هذا الشيء لازم يخش.
The timing
and the stun comes in at the
punch. It's
carnage. The timing on that is just unreal.
Send me some.
I'd say that the stars aligned, but this is the kind of thing that the team from China replicates on an uncanny basis.
All right, so this is what I want to see here.
اوكي غيرنا اوكي نايس. هنجرب سيجما عادي. كوين ما كانت تنفع، ممكن سيجما تنفع. سيجما تنفع واضح. توتر سيجما ينفع.
We haven't seen a lot of teams give the team from China trouble with their dive. If there was a team here that has played Sigma that could probably do it, it's this one.
Yeah, the consensus
ريسا ما تنفع. ريسا ما تنفع. امريكا لعبوا ريسا ضدها ما تكونتر. الحل الوحيد فرح.
That inherent handicap.
He gets fully charged up there off of that disruptor shot that comes in from Quartz, so just eating up some of that damage.
Leaf went very low off screen for a moment there. Goushwei gonna get the punch. It's gonna be Yubi picked up. Shy's able to find a headshot from across the map. Kills like that when they come for free, it's incredible value.
I think that's the hardest one. Oh, Quartz takes out Lengsa, so a trade here with the Sojourn.
Dangerous. Quartz is going to make it too with Quartz and Shy right now, vying for supremacy. Both Sojourns connecting these railguns. Haku very low. Quartz finds yet another one. It's only the Sojourns here.
نايس كارد يا اخي والله عمي. ما عم قصر كارد. ما عم قصر.
And it's going to be KSA standing here as the smoke clears, but very quickly Team for China are coming back.
Yes, you have Goushwei here, Shy and Lengsa, so still some players here that want to fight this.
Goushwei knows he can't overextend there. He goes a little bit low. And KSA is allowed to regain his bearings. Shy doesn't have a great sight line right now, as KSA is just playing from the left-hand side of the Pielek here. Notice Lee's positioning as well. He wants to find a way into a flanking spot, maybe combining here with a Bionade. It's thrown in. It's a good connection. It's going to be the Immortality Field forced out. Shy again, that off angle, relentless, looking for Yubi as Goushwei drops down. With that Meteor Strike, he'll be topped up in a moment if Monk can attend to him in time. Shy still refusing to fully commit on this dive.
Nice,
Quartz versus Shy is going to be fun in this series. Overclock that comes in from Quartz. You have Goushwei with the benefits of the nano boost here, tries to go and make a play, but not going to live through that. So they're going to have to back out a little bit. This is huge for KSA.
Yubi has a wall soon. That's going to shut Shy's impact down considerably. Saudi Arabia have point control here, so a Sim ultimate to stretch that out. Be highly beneficial. Leave needs to get rid of Quartz here. It's a dangerous task, but he's up to it. Deflect now. KSA falls back off the point, and here comes the blade. The TPUs. KSA trying to abscond. A sound barrier now just to keep them nice and hearty. And Leave has no way to get in with the blade. Shy fully charged and has overclocked. This next shot is important. Trying to get rid of Yubi, but he's dodging, ducking, dipping, diving, dodging out of his way. Quartz brought down by Goushwei. Yubi at 1 HP on the high ground, but Shy can't find purchase. Still the team from China have the ground forces covered. Leave will find 2. Team for China are now in control.
Yeah, almost 50% though. 4KSA, and I really like that. It's like interesting use, like the TP, right? They get out right behind Shy. Like the hardest thing with, you know, mechanics obviously in like a shooter like this is, you know, being able to like change verticality, right? And then also directly behind you. So you're making those shots really difficult for Shy to adjust to try and land.
A close packed group here for Saudi Arabia. They're expected to move here into this room, and this is where Quartz wants to play from to get some of these headshots. Goushwei interrupts the accretion. Maybe would have liked to have punched deeper there, but instead happy enough disrupting KSA for the time being. But here comes the TP onto the point, and immediately Goushwei wants to reposition. Doesn't like that angle of attack. He drops back down over towards Yubi's position, but an Immortality Field quickly comes out from Majid. Nobody gets the drop on that guy. Monk though in trouble. Doesn't expect Quartz to be nearly so close. He's forced to play back from behind the TP, and there's a Nano now to the
nice.
Won't have a chance. He's brought down. Majid getting rid of lead is massive. Now the team from China clambering to hold this point. He'll be evicted once more.
And you can see Goushwei's like panic with his movement because the TP comes in from Yubi and they set up the Amp Matrix right on the back side of it, so he has no idea what to do. He has to use all his movement abilities to get out. And look at this. For the first time, we've seen them actually switch off of the Doom against these types of comps. You're going to see Goushwei play the Winston.
Could be a fight where Nanoblade's not an option. Leaves too far away from that, so instead, give it over to Goushwei, who doesn't need an ultimate to be effective with this Ana boost. Here it goes. Goushwei into the back line. Who's he looking for? Haku might be able to knock him away. It's going to be a mass TP away from the epicenter of the action. Saudi Arabia now set up in that high ground room, and Goushwei
nice card.
Try and deal with KSA, but he can't bring the Sigma down, and it's Quartz as the fight goes longer. His threat level increases drastically. Lead comes forward, big dash.
نايس يا عمري هاكو.
Haku's gonna drop the sound barrier
والله ساطي.
to block the Dragon Blade entirely. He's forced back to the point with the rest of his team, but Quartz is standing tall now under intense scrutiny. It's Lee able to work down the rest of Saudi Arabia. 94%. And then the flip for the team from China.
I think this is going to be a really interesting series because now you see KSA. They know with the Winston in play, you can play the Bastion now, right? Which Bastion has been a staple really over the last few months of the meta. So a lot of kind of mind games going on now with these comps trying to counter each other.
The Primal Blade is online. Shy has that overclock, but hasn't had great angles to play from, with Saudi Arabia often opting to occupy that room and then TPing out in a pinch. Oh no, Monk! What somebody think of Monk? They TP straight on top of them. Great move there. But Gushman's able to get rid of Majid. Has to use Primal Rage and barely gets away alive, and there's no honor to get him back up to health, but it doesn't matter. Shy wants to add his damage to the pile. Now KSA and Haku have to try and band together here, but they'll be pushed off, and it is the team from China looking to take Samoa away.
والله يا جماعة لازم فرح ميرسي، حتى لو انت ما تدرب مع لبدح لازم تدخله، لبدح يلعب فرح مو سبورت ما راح يفيد، ايش الفايدة؟ بيلعبون دوم، انت بتخلي لبدح يلعب عشان يغير ذا البوت دوم، سمبل اني اقوى دوم شفته في حياتي، ايش ذا؟
No, are you serious?
Maybe just a shot here.
It's the
Reinhardt? Nah, it's just
a you guys.
6 years and I still fall for it. Shame on me, I guess.
Hanzo Genji with a Winston here. So flex it a little bit here. Doing some different stuff.
That's true. I don't know what to expect from your analysis of this conversation. But
I mean, we have not seen them play Hanzo the entire tournament, right?
That's a shout out to my boy Jinmu.
Hanzo can like access the high ground a bit easier than like the Sojourn can, right?
Okay. That's all gone now.
A little bit more burst damage for the shield, right?
There we go.
Yeah, and stuff like that.
Now you can get excited, crowd. But again, taking the healing pylon immortality field down, and this is without the team from China really having to take any risks. Shy on the Hanzo, what a scary prospect that has been, my goodness! Chalk up another one for the Bowman.
It's definitely a bit of a surprise, I think, for KSA, because...
تكفون يا جماعة فرح، بدأت أتلت ترى، بدأت أتنرفز. تكفون.
Shy is so good, man. So they're going to actually play the Bastion into this. But I think this is probably why, right? You can access this high ground a bit easier. Longer sight lines on Blizzard World. So like Sojourn, I think, is like really effective, like, you know, much shorter to medium, right?
You can't beat that mobility and shield pressure either, man.
Yeah.
All right, Quartz spotted out here. Margin. Better watch out.
The Hanzo can also just get rid of the Sim teleporter really fast, right? Storm Arrow, like it's gone instantly almost.
Shy here has an angle. Yubi trying to set some turrets up to make it hard for Shy to push out, but he's happy right here. How appropriate that he sat on the siege tank. That's the role he's feeling right now. Shy's low, doesn't care. Here's the Dragon Strike. Accretion gonna go missing. Oh, Laptic gets caught off the high ground. That was where he set up an air matrix, Matt. Oh, Charles is standing there now. Margin going to come in, at least finish off Shy. Captive Sun yielding the kill on Monk as well, but hey, no deflect available for Lee. That's frightening. He's kept topped up the whole way through.
Yes, Lexa keeps him alive as that's a few ultimates thrown in there. For Saudi Arabia, that's an Amp Matrix in Captive Sun. Sports now will go back to the Sojourn here.
Primal for Gushue.
Nano Blade though, no support ult.
I mean, against this comp, Nano Blade could be devastating.
You have to like TP out. That's kind of like what you have to do.
Here it goes. Oh, look at the throw. The sideline wasn't there for Monk.
That is huge for KSA.
Now Saudi Arabia can take advantage of this. No Genji. 2 ultimates gone for nothing. That's disastrous.
That is a massive turn of events there.
يا الله والله مستحيل.
They're able to just withstand that nano blade that comes through. It's just really low. Now Force picks up a kill. This is huge.
Gushue might be able to escape here, but tell you what, more insult than injury after losing lead in nano.
And this is what I thought would make a difference when we were in the back, and you know we were kind of waiting for the series to kick off. Is that the Illari does so much damage from the support role, right? That if you were gonna like try and burst down a Doom or a Winston or something, having that in the back line like you're not really going to survive a Nano Blade no matter what, right? Like if you have a rally or anything, right? Like, so you may as well try and play full offensive.
Quartz there. Annoying position to play from. Shy might have to invest a bit more to get rid of him. It's Margent though from long range. And hello Lee, once more taken down early. That's not what you want to see if you're the team from China. You need Lee to be having that impact. Oh, nice eat of the Bionade there for KSA.
And I wonder if you consider going to the Doomfist here.
ما أقدر أسوي شيء يا جماعة. كلنا تبدع والله.
Survivability than the Winston. It's just that you have Primal at this point, right? So like you probably don't want to have that go for nothing. But this is like 2-3 fights in a row for Saudi Arabia, and now you're starting to dwindle down this clock.
I think you're too easily interruptible by accretion in power blockers Doomfist to feel super comfortable here.
But I mean, Guxue's been able to dodge it, it feels like, every single time.
But it's not the first time the team from China have avoided trying to play Doomfist into the Sigma setup, right? I don't think they feel comfortable there. Margent going aggressive. Here's a burst of the out variety. Down to the low ground.
فيها والله فيها يمدينا نفوز بيتها عادي نحاول.
Dangling himself too long in front of the team from China, but Quartz has found Shy. What a pickoff! Look at this positioning.
عقلية جميلة
to do that a few times. When he uses the captive sun, he gets in the air and he throws the pylon for himself up in the sky. Really interesting tech there.
Margent getting brought down. Again, Quartz uncontested from this spot. Shy now might try and fix that, but it's going to be a close one. Quartz wins it out. And Guxue is in deep trouble.
And this is what you start to think of when you think of these Sigma comps against DIVE. This is what you think, you know, with, you know, probably coming into it for KSA, what you thought this would look like. So the team from China has a Nano Blade set up here. Nothing for KSA to combat that.
والله ليف وده يسب الآن مرة. لو أعطاه نانو كان قدر يشيل ثلاثة.
Shy again. Looking for Quartz. Got to be careful using those exos.
عشان كذا اللعبة صار زق. إن شاء الله يتمروا بنانو بليد هذا بعد وخلاص.
Oh, Shy. He's running.
That's a Lari damage coming in.
Here's the blade again. Lee gonna try for it this time. Yubi gets flattened. The Dragon Strike here, maybe more to obfuscate the axis of attack for Lee. Quartz still able to find a kill. Guy turning iron into gold. It's going to be tough to answer this. Both Shimada brothers lose their ultimates. No chance of hanging on there, but 10 seconds left here. Saudi Arabia have done a bang-up job of defending. Can they finish the job?
Yeah, they're going to get probably one more fight here. You're going to have to probably get a TP out to get a touch. Surmajet just trying to put down some damage as we head in OT.
Get that TP, not too far forward. Yubi wants to try and touch the card. Life is going to be there with the Immortality Field, but that's going to be removed pretty much straight away. Shy falls back here. Quartz in position now in that assault configuration. Pretty scary stuff, but China hanging on here. Quartz wants to try and pressure down, but Shy wins it out with a Storm Arrow. Lengths now under pressure, but KSA's hit with a Biotic Grenade and is in deep danger. They charge ahead of the shield. And the team from China.
Dude, they almost pulled that. I mean, they have that Bastion set up on the high ground that is so deadly against that Winston. And, you know, KSA and a few other players get hit with a Biotic Grenade, another one from Monk on the day. I mean, he's at 98% towards a flux. You probably consider using it there if he's not hit.
Disrupt the shuttle, force Shy down for now.
Still with the Hanzo.
A bit of damage there on KSA. Another Dragon Strike. He
catch
people out from this position. Send it through the corner. Guxue with the Primal now as well. We know what that sound means. There's a Captive Sun. Lengsa hit by it. Margent trying to get an angle over the top of the shield, but he won't find it. Here's a Gravitic Flux though when Lengsa gets taken down eventually. The Liari has her field. Healing Pylon is down. Leaf gets through that Immortality Field as well. And is looking at Yubi, but he's so far away and the turrets are slowing him up. He has to go for the Primal range here. Kill secured, he says. Now on with the job. Elsewhere, Quartz was able to get rid of Shy, and there's an issue with KSA on that card. But Margent is the focus, and Guxue turns him into a pancake.
Getting close in a few of these fights, but not able to take it as the team from China will continue to move the payload. No ultimates to work with. Amp Matrix here available for Lobda, so maybe you're able to get a hold before a map completion.
Tentatively, Saudi Arabia starts to set themselves up for this last fight. And Amp Matrix here for Lambda, a pretty safe position to set this one up from, and immediately the team from China have to duck their heads. And some Metro Barrier as well is going to make it very hard to stand on the card. It's such a lopsided scenario. The high ground owned by Saudi Arabia for the time being here. Guxue though still healthy. He can't kill in midair. Not enough players from Saudi Arabia to stop that.
واو والله لعبة كويس مرة، لعبة كويس. انتظروا الويندو والسموال، استعجلوا الشباب شيء، المفروض ينتظرون 1-1.
Still the Hanzo for the team from China. Gooseray there to meet them at the door. Only briefly now to reposition a play from behind the statue. Saudi Arabia would love to try and play for that high ground platform, but it's going to be a little bit tough to take with Lengsa and Monk set up there. They'll actually opt to give it up though, as Shy has a decent little side angle to play from. Look at him space back.
Yeah, I mean, you see how fast they can get rid of the Sigma shield.
جماعة أرسلت ترى.
With that Hanzo, it just slows up the push.
I like the TP to the high ground. Yubi feigns and commitment into the back line, forcing Shy to play inside. Snacks Ramus again. This 1v1 playing itself out again. This time, Shy comes out on top.
Both players just not afraid to take that 1v1, as that time it'll be Shy that comes out on top. Monk gets a kill at range, but you're going to have Sermagent take out Leave, so maybe you can just kind of hold here for KSA.
Hang on.
Jay gets another.
Headshot on a Gooseray. Here goes Margin looking for more damage on Monk. Forces him off that sight line too. It's just a Brig and the Sojourn playing for that high ground. This is about to get quite dangerous here for the team from China. Or rather, it's the Hanzo of Shy. Here's the TP. Do they go through it? Just Yubi for now. It won't force the team from China away entirely. They're going to have a chance to contest this. Look at the wraparound from Shy. He's trying to flank. Gooseray now going to jump into the fight, and Immortality Field won't stop him for long. He's looking for the sim, but the damage is so insane. And the Mega Health Pack picked up there for Yubi. This is taking Gooseray too long to get this kill. It gets up, it gives up half of his health pool. A kill on Lambda is absolutely essential. Quartz, don't know what happened there. Margin now with a captive son to the low ground, but has to spend most of the follow-up time healing KSA back up. Marchet is down, Leaves able to find him, and it's just KSA left. That fight loss is going to leave a mark.
Man, when you occupy Gooseray for that long, it feels like you got to win the fight on the other side.
He goes against both
جماعة ما عليكم كلمتهم رد علي.
So I would love to know what happened with Quartz there, because he's a huge damage dealer for KSA.
يدخل ابدا حق الجاي ان شاء الله.
Somehow ends up falling off or something happens, and
ان شاء الله انه مو بتوليت باذن الله. يمديهم يقلبونها.
Okay, here comes that teleporter. Wall thrown up. Dragon Strike from Shy from an odd angle. It's hard to know where that's going to come from. Saudi Arabia forced to play away from that Immortality Field, but there's no follow-up from the team from China. It's Marchit on Leave. What a big kill. What a way to open this fight up too. Yubi picked off by Shy. KSA though looking for the Winston, constantly trying to disrupt, but he's slept from behind. Shield up now, pressure on Monk, who'll just get around the corner as the accretion comes in, and Quartz makes up for the blueprint in the last fight, dealing the death blow to Gooseray and giving the first checkpoint to Saudi Arabia.
You really do see how effective the Alari is, though, against these types of comps, right? I mean, a few times we've already seen Margit able to take out Leave, get a kill on a Gooseray early on, just on this offensive side, let alone, when the KSA was on defense. So I think this is the right kind of direction they're going in, right? 3 minutes plus here on the clock. No way to access high ground is going to be tough for KSA.
It's really hard to keep up your healing obligations as Iliari while doing this much damage. What we don't see is a constant repositioning of those healing pylons when they're available. Leave on a blade, he'll come back with a rock in the mouth and still able to get 2 kills. Yubi is threatening. Leave can't challenge that line right now. Langston was able to find Quartz, and Leave will do some housekeeping.
So they get a fight win here at the choke. A bio grenade just slows them up yet a little bit again.
How does Leave get away with being accretion without nano boost? And they let him live.
It looks like they either have Monk or Langston directly behind him, just pocketing him the entire time.
Yeah, maybe not let live. It was just Monk pumping those heals.
Look at this. You have the Sojourn in the Alari on an off angle. This is so much burst damage. You have no idea it's coming, and look at that. They're able to get a pick.
All of these hits can projectiles. Very, very hard for Genji to deal with. Here's Gooseray. Martin though has eyes for that high ground position. Monk, gotta be hit here. Oh, Martin can't quite get purchased. One more will do it though, and there's the detonation of the debuff. Shy in the meantime though, found Lambda. That's a big kill. Healing pylon thrown down by Margin. He's trying to hang around. The outburst, though, just prolongs the inevitable in Quartz. I didn't realize he's just slid into enemy territory as Gooseray gobbles him up.
Yes, you were hoping that outburst from the Alari would have put you up on the high ground of the bridge, but it looks like he just knocked his head right underneath it. Did not end up on the high ground. So about half the time as KSA had here to get this second checkpoint. You got about halfway through. to checkpoint B.
They're building up a huge bank of ultimates though, man.
Yeah.
They do have that going for them.
Not getting high ground though with this Amp Matrix. Like, I don't know what you're doing with it, right? You can just run away.
That healing pylon's down. Lee can go in. I like the timing here. KSA's forced to go for a kinetic grasp, but Yubi's already been picked off. It's got to be Quartz to try and rescue them. And so he has. Monk and Guxue.
Oh, he gets somebody.
Yeah, Lengsa inside that flux. No chance to follow up on it though, but Lengsa is low. He's unlikely to use a rally for just himself. It makes no sense. And eventually Shy is brought down. Quartz has 3 final blows in that.
انا داري ان فرح ومدري وش هذول بوتات، هذول ما قد لعبوا بفرح، ما لعبوا ضد فرح بحياتهم. هذول اللي ضدنا ترى. ما عندهم ولا فرح بالسيرفر الاسيوي. ففرح هي اللي بتفرق، بتشوفون الجيم الجاي. لو دخل الابداع بتشوفون اذا ما فزنا. على الاقل النتيجه بتتغير. بتشوفون. هذول ما قد لعبوا ضد فرح، هذا يمكن يكمل كومبو ما يغيرون. بعد الجيم ان شاء الله. قال لي بحاول. ان شاء الله انه بيدخله غصب حتى لو واحد ما يبي يعني.
I like the TP though, all Shy. Didn't expect a tea party.
Can't really get rid of it as fast as you can with Hanzo.
Too easy to dive, that Widow. Landed down though. Guxue at least on the counter dive finds one, but look how close the card is. 26 seconds left, we're in a 4 versus 4, but losing Lambda is absolutely...
وإذا ليف يعرف يلعب إيكو، وش المشكلة؟
From Leave, who does he find? Captain Sun will catch him. He drops to the ground, he's vulnerable. He's looking for KSA though, and it gets 2. Somehow Leave prevails again and again. Coming up with the goods. And now Quartz needs a nice big old whale to settle the score. That's not to be. A shuriken to pin the foot down. Saudi Arabia aren't going anywhere.
عافي وإذا هم كويسين إيكو، إحنا نعرف نلعب ضد إيكو. لعب دحين يعرف يلعب ضد إيكو. أنا أشوف لو خسرنا يروح كوارتز يكسر الكاس. ولا أحد فينا ياخذه. أنا موضوع إن ما تدربوا مع لبدح مو بعاجبني صراحة. ليه؟ لأن أنت أوريدي كلكم بتوسد يعني. أحس عوافي أنت بس ماجد. ممكن ماجد يأثر صراحة بالنهاية. هذا ماب كويس يسمع علينا. احنا مختارين الماب، الفريق اللي خسرنا نختار ماب، فان شاء الله لو فزنا هالماب الماب الجاي يلعب لبدح وخلاص. لازم نفوز الجيم يا رب.
Like I mentioned, it'll be the Lucio Haku coming in here for KSA. They're also going to be still running that sim with the Bastion, so this is more centralized around that Bastion. So the team from China will ditch the Lucio. They haven't run it all tournament long, really, on Flashpoint.
Shy now, back on that Sojourn. Again, still the hijinks of Yubi to be keeping an eye on. Symmetra play here. Hard to keep tabs on for the team from China. They have to be ready to adapt and pivot very quickly to an unexpected angle of attack.
Yeah, so it'll be KSA getting the point first here, as I think the team from China just kind of circling, right? Trying to figure out how they want to approach attacking this Bastion.
Yubi caught out there. Shy goes very low though, the tactical grenade, but slides away before Quartz can finish the job. Shy, oh my goodness! Just peeking that corner time and time again. Railguns clanging into the bodies of his foes. KSA's in an awkward spot.
Trouble.
And Guxue can body block any sort of, healing there from March, and he's right in the way. Very quickly.
And with the way he punches him into the corner, right, it blocks some of that line of sight. Like Surmajed has a difficult time trying to see him. Even though Surmajed actually ends up taking out Leaf, right, which is a huge kill. Doesn't matter, not able to keep the tank up.
Shy there, almost taking out Surmajed instantly with that railgun. Here comes the turrets getting set up. You can hear them now as we'll have a teleporter. This flank though, this audacious flank from Shy. The teleporter got taken down by the disruptor shot.
And it gets immortality field out, so you're totally okay with that if you're the team from China.
Shy starting to feel it a little bit more. Seismic's landed on the high ground, but the accretion was well placed by KSA. Still, Guxue is nano boosted. Shy here in a safe spot, and Quartz is forced to drop down. He's not ready for this angle. Shy hitting you where it hurts.
والله ما قصر يا
There's
جماعة.
the dash in there from Leave, and Yubi got taken down by the tick of the disruptor shot after the Genji hit him. The team from China looking to take this first flashpoint away.
Yes, KSA did the tough job, right? Landing that accretion on Guxue, it is pretty difficult to do. He's so crafty with seismic slam, then punching in midair, changing directions, able to land the accretion, but he has the benefits of the nano boost. Doesn't matter. It's how they actually go into the spawn. So the first time we've seen it, use the swap spawn feature that was added a few patches ago now, actually probably a few seasons ago, where you actually now will get that spawn for that next checkpoint. So actually close the gap a little bit.
Yeah, plus the Symmetra means you can actually get to the point first here. Yeah. Letho goes ahead of the rest of his team. Buys a bit of time. There's the deflect. What a punch, Haku. Got to be careful. Here comes the barrage now from Quartz. It's Yubi though picking off Shy. Now setting up on the point here. You make it very hard to break if you're Saudi Arabia. Yubi under pressure with the sound barrier as well. Tired from Haku and Lengsa.
نايس.
Falls in a hail of bullets from Quartz.
نانا بليد والله وين كونديشن مرة قوي ترى. حيواناتهم ماخذين دوم السك وبليد السمول نار بليد.
There's just a whole turret set up there from UB. So we saw Shy do this a little bit earlier in the tournament, go over to the Soldier 76. So a little bit more consistent damage. Obviously more mobility, like the Sojourn can get somewhere fast, right? With that dash and the jump, but Soldier can reposition pretty easily.
It's a sticky spot though. It's going to be hard to get Shy out of that position. No one can really afford to go and challenge him directly. Gravitic Flux for the Doomfist apparently. Nice. Lengsa again falling to the Bastion at the start of the fight. And Monk for free for KSA. This is going to be tough for the team from China to come back.
Yeah, some of these points on this map specifically are so close together in nature in terms of the fighting range, right? Going into this point here, you're going to get tagged up by all those sim turrets. You don't have a Winston, just kind of cleave them down. Judging by that mini map, it looks like the team from China going to give up on this one. It'll be KSA taking the second flashpoint.
No need to feed over any extra ult charge if it's a fight that might not be worth winning. Again, the Symmetra being used to translate Saudi Arabia across the map much faster than otherwise. Shy maybe not expecting to see the main phalanx of the Saudi players. Now an interesting point to play from here. Leave has decent high ground to play off of, but the GP can get you there as a unit. And Saudi Arabia move up to the balcony.
Yeah, and they get they get that air matrix set up. And what is Gushue?
والله باسم ضدهم هذاك بدع.
There is no position he can move to. Oh, look at this, the grenade boost. Oh, nice sleep there from Monk.
Yeah, there's not much you can do about it though. All of Saudi Arabia here. Gushue charging up a rocket punch, but we knew he was getting out.
Sim TP to get Quartz out of harm's way as another good start here from KSA getting control of this flashpoint. Quartz will have that artillery strike, so we'll see really aiming that for the supports. No mobility from the supports in the team from China.
Shy's on a flank again, but this time with attack visor. This has a lot now. This really weighs on where KSA is playing from, and if that kinetic grasp can buy enough time to answer the Soldier.
Oh my!
والله ساطي والله ساطي حتى بباسم ضد جنجي والله ساطي والله كورت عمي ما قصر يا جماعه والله انه ما قصر مره والله يسالم في بي والله يسالم في بي حتى لو خسرنا في بي كورت معليش.
Four ultimates now for the team from China.
Sound barrier here for Haku though. This could be huge.
Can you get tactical visor value? For me, that's the value proposition for the Soldier here. Okay, Haku's able to get the beat off just as Leave comes in with the blade. Shy holding onto their ultimate for the time being, though. Keep an eye on that. If they can get rid of KSA, there's a chance for the Soldier to strike gold.
Nice. فيها أقول لكم فيها.
Lengsa's already down as well.
لو فزنا الجيم في فرح.
He dashes through and again, but Haku stands tall. But Gushue again with the 2 kills. Desperately Martin trying to hide behind the bulk of Quartz. But he can't avoid the shots from Shy, who did use that tactical visor now. Doesn't have any time to deploy a bionic field. Yubi brings him down with the turrets. Accretion avoided by Monk.
الله ياخذهم.
Watch out, these are bad boys looking to do bad things. The backline of the team from China takes the point for themselves.
Yeah, you're going to have a few players back in the fight here for KSA. It's going to be Yubi and Surmajet, and you're going to have an Amp Matrix, so maybe they decide they want to try and
عشان كذا أقول لكم البريك ذاك وحش نبي فرح. سعادي عادي.
Oh my goodness. The 2 big behind the backline.
Oh man, that's plucky. All right, M-Matrix straight away here for Martin. Most of the team from China, though, playing out of this line of sight. Saudi Arabia don't care. They just want the point here to win the flash point itself. Shy held it aloft and KSA finishes them off with the help of Yubi. The Hyperspheres do their job. Lengsa trying to dodge around the point, but there are enemies on every side for the team from China. And yet Leave is still doing his best work. KSA is low. Leave, though, getting topped up through all of this now. A deflect to buy some more time, but Lengsa's left on his own. Who's going to help the Brig? Margin even drops to the low ground here, and eventually one down. This point belongs to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia.
So they will go to Flashpoint Point as they take the second one you know, what I really love is like they put down that TP, right? And then GuXue, it's starting to mess with them a little bit. Like that time, Quartz didn't go through the TP. He played it from the other side. Then sometimes he'll go through and they'll use the Amp Matrix. Like, you just never know where that Bastion damage is coming from. Really interesting stuff here. Sometimes we fake it, sometimes we all go.
Shy trying to peepo leave out from that high ground. The TP from Saudi Arabia. String threateningly towards the top of the stairwell. Bam, bam, bam. Quartz throws 3 down. Team from China, though, avoided there. Backline unscathed for now. They're going to have to be... Oh, no, leave again. He would have been the target of the nano boost there from Monk. But now the team from China have to run again. Lynx is going to get flattened.
I see.
Yeah, you can't really get rid of that. They don't have a disengage, right? Typically, you're disengaged. I mean, you know, towards the second half of like our pro season started to become some Symmetra stuff for some teams, but they don't have a Lucio either, does the team from China, so there's no way to get away from that stuff.
Another 4-0 fight. Team from China lost the last one.
Oh, they see Shy, they TP right on top of him.
Got him again, the punish the flank. The wide flank from the Soldier
Please
76. And losing Monkey is still going to go for the blade. Are you kidding? Leave a little unhinged here. Looking to try and salvage the stuff for this team. He finds one. Yubi goes down. But there's no Brig now. Is there a Monk to help him? Nobody to help him.
And this is how I think a lot of people thought you would see some of these Sigma versus Dive compositions go. They get right behind that Sim. They see Shy out. They're so fast at TPing and collapsing on top of him.
80% and counting. This is the team for China's last chance to take the map.
I gotta say, Haku's been really good with his sound barriers throughout this map as well. Every time Leave has had that blade, there's been an answer.
Shy could be shut down by a Symmetra wall here. Yumi's gonna throw it. GuXue now with the power block into the Meteor Strike. KSA though has that Gravitic Flux. Did that Leave inside of it?
T9, let's go! T9 يا عمري لازم هاكو
أحس. Speed, right? He can't get away.
البيت لازم هاكو. إذا لبدح ما راح يلعب. لازم. عشان البيت كم مرة ليف كان بيكرر بس لبدح سوى بيت. قصد هاكو. شوفوا هاكا جابوها سبحان الله. شوفوا هذا دخل بالبلاد ولا دخل بش بيت انقذ تيمه. مليون مرة انقذ تيمه هاكو. بالبيت يا جماعه حتى لو فزنا فرح الحين هم يدرون يصير خير الجيم اللي بعده، الجيم اللي بعده هو الجيم الاخير. يتوترون بيقولون اوه شلون كنت فرح شلون مدري وش. اتوقع ان ان شاء الله بنشوف فرح. قول لهم كلامك ما هم بتاتهم ترى ما وصلوا ثاني ما وصلوا نهائي كاس العالم اللي هم كويسين صدقني يعرفون ذي الاشياء كلهم يعرفونها ملاحظينها ترى. بس خلاص بدا الجيم ما يمدي يتغير فهمت؟ يعني بعطيك مثال شفت هذا الماب الحين تخيل انت هذا الماب كل يوم تتدرب فيه مع يوبي وكوارتز كل يوم حرفيا من شهرين اوكي؟ فجأة بالنهائي بتغير تلعب لبدح بدل اليوبي. صعبة مرة ترى. مهما صعبة مرة. بس يا جماعة الحين بتعرفون شيء مهم اوكي؟ التيم اللي خسرنا يختار ماب. يعني الحين الصين بيختارون افضل ماب لهم. ما ادري شو افضل ماب لهم بش.
Let's have a look at some of these picks here. The odds of getting like a rush down comp, I'd be shocked.
I mean, you could play the Queen if you were KSA, right? But I feel like the Sigma's been working.
This is still championship points for the team from China. And they look to come out of the gates here now on Esperanza. It's Genji and Soldier. Once more with that backline that we're used to seeing. Ana and Brig.
Yeah, and you know, I think first fight here is huge. If you're KSA and you can get control of the bot and start moving the barrier, and then having the fights kind of come to you, and then you can maneuver around them, would be massive. Looks like they're trying to bait GuXue in there, maybe into a little bit of a turret chamber.
They need to find a way to force Munted to part with that immortality field. They need to find a way to put that much threat down without exposing themselves to the damage of Quartz. And then you have, of course, the factor of the TP pivot plays that can be made by Saudi Arabia.
Leave gets really low.
Shy's got to do this. Someone has to go and threaten. No rail still. Shy hanging around for quite some time. No, he's going to be topped up easily. But doesn't worry. Nice. And there it is. The Bastion eventually strikes. GuXue can no longer buy time for the team from China in this setup. Leave the deflect. Can Lengsa get out of that small room?
I mean, yeah, both support stuck here in this small room is... That'll be Monk going as trying to get out of his life, but Leave's still there.
It's a good pick any other day. But with the rest of the team for China struggling to stay afloat, it doesn't mean much in the grand scheme of things. Their spot is headed under the underpass.
Yeah, and you get GuXue coming up a spawn again, so able to get him 2 fights in a row. You are not going to have KSA for a while, though. You're going to have to go back, get him off a spawn here as Haku would go back, escort him. You actually have the TP, so you're going to be here a little bit closer, but not a ton of progress.
You can't exploit the absence of KSA there. It's just not possible. The TP gets him back too quickly. It's up to Shy again. Needs some pressure on his high ground. See Leave going up to apply some as well, but it's going to be an Air Matrix now, and it's a scary Quartz in assault configuration. Will force a team from China to group up inside a very small corridor, and yet Shy emerges! Slapping Martet down with a headshot, no less. Takes some courage to peek into that kind of setup, and now it's going to be a sound barrier for Saudi Arabia. Gushwei's low, drops down. Leave not able to finish the job with that nano. He never built the blade, likely because he was deflecting much of that time. Gushwei is gone. Shy gets picked off. Quartz lazily sends attack grenade to the low ground. This is going from bad to badder.
Oh, and they want to throw the rally into this, so the team from China wants to commit. That's going to be Lee's blade as well.
Is this a mistake? Lee doesn't have a nano boost and gets...
يا أخي كوارتز! Oh my god!
Has to have been like 4
أعطوهم MVP يا شيخ.
grenade kills as well.
Yeah, the nano that comes in from Monk, that is a rally, Leave with a blade, and now you may end up giving up that first checkpoint. This is horrible for the team from China.
Their comp is not working. They've chose this map. They have to have had a plan. But something's not clicking for them yet. That was a full round of ultimates from the team for China with limited result. I'd be worried if I was them.
Oh, Monk and everybody takes so much damage from that artillery.
And constant AoE damage from these hyperspheres.
Nice.
Can't get topped up enough, and they can't go on the aggressive. Saudi Arabia setting the pace here from start to finish.
There's been no answer from the team from China. And I was talking about, like, you know, winning that first fight, getting early control, huge here on push. I mean, you know, they've done so many ultimates has the team from China. And now you're stuck here. I mean, Shy's overclock is as good as anything, right? But you get nothing with that, you're in a lot of trouble.
Shy's been really holding on to that overclock. We've just not seen much action
from
Majid. He doesn't need it for that kill, though. Again, it's Sir Majid. He picks off first. Quartz now going to try and stand his ground, and Shy has to be careful. No healing in this proximity. Those turrets could claim his life if he's not careful. Meanwhile, Quartz appears to have been slept on that high ground, and the deflect gets the job done. Finally, the team from China shows sparks of life.
Yeah, good start, though, from KSA. 65 meters.
لازم يكون في كلوتش.
Off of just 2 fights is they will come back in, probably get a fight here right under the bridge. They'll be able to take one. So I think the team from China about 2-3 fights away from taking a lead.
Straight away trying to say we need this high ground. This poke comp is pretty scary for us. Gushwei won't hang around for this, surely. But look at him, he's getting in Quartz's face. There's no opportunity to get value out of the Basti when Gushwei was obscuring his entire field of vision. Haku can't escape either. It's Shy that takes him to task with a railgun. Accretion catches Leave. I think it was aimed for someone else, but still, Gushwei's able to muscle in onto that high ground. Saudi Arabia now regrouping.
You're going to get back in this fight so fast, though, because UB on the sim has a TP set up from spawn, so you're going to be able to fight this rather quickly.
KSA drops down. Accretion connects on to Gushwei, who is going to keep him standing, and now the TP across the gap. Martin's going to go for a flanking Air Matrix, and Monk is not ready for it. The Gravitic Flux claims Lancer, and there's no healers on the table. Once more, the team from China devouring.
Yeah, Meteor Strike at the end of this. I wonder if this is the team from China seeing something and maybe they're going to switch, right? Winston into this? I don't know. I think you're going to continue to play that Doom because the Bastion has such a high damage output. Haku's got the blade, the beat again for the blade, so you're set up in a great spot to defend this now.
Are we witnessing the inflexibility of the team from China? If they prove to be their undoing, if they can't find a way to find success with this very setup.
Yeah, not the best artillery. We've seen Quartz do some big work with that, but buy some space.
لا يا شيخ خذ عليك
I mean, that is huge.
Configuration. Gushwei feels the brunt of that ability.
I mean, we're in a situation where they can get a map completion. I mean, we are
against the team from China.
Yeah, we are not out of the realm of possibility. Beat here to combat the blade that's going to come through. You have the sim wall as well. They're positioned pretty well. early pick here on like somebody like Leave or Shy, I mean, things start to fall apart.
Leave has struggled on this map, Matt. He has an opportunity for a blade here, but likely will wait for Monk to try and get a nano. Haku holds onto this beat, tracking that Genji ultimate. He knows Leave is looking to make the play. When the time comes, he'll be ready. What a turnaround! Shy gets rolled on that flank. Had no support available to him there. He was really being audacious. Lead goes for the nano play, but there's the sound barrier again. Haku right on time with that Lucio ultimate. It's just an immortality field that Leave's able to pick up, and that is not going to cut the mustard. Now the fighting gets close and personal. Quartz trying to back away, but he's hit by a fighting grenade, as is KSA. But he waits it out. He shrugs it off. Shy from the high ground. Good damage on Margin, and Gushway's able to follow up. But now attention turns towards the Sigma. And again, the team from China bail themselves out. But look at that distance total.
I mean, they almost double their progress, right? They had like 67 meters, getting up to 121. I mean, this is, now you have complete control of the game. Under 3 minutes, they're gonna need to win 3-4 fights to be snipping an even match, is the team from China. So if you're KSA, you can play pretty patient.
Accretion, no connection. Rally up here for the team for China. Gushway, again, this is dangerous. He can't do this for long. Eventually, the damage gets too much. So we have a rally. The team for China trying to go for it now. But Gushway says, speed me up. He jumps out of that flux. And here comes Leave. No break, no problem. That's 2 fights in a row for the team from China. They're going to need more.
A full team wipe as we enter under 2 minutes left. KSA looking to take this one all the way to the distance.
يا جماعة اذكر الله تكفون. خلي يكمل المستوى.
China would rank amongst the biggest comebacks we've likely seen on Esperanza. And this is the first step. Checkpoint achieved.
Nano here available for Monk. No blade. They've also been saving that beat for it to even use it on the blade.
That's huge to the disruption.
الله ياخذه. Nice.
The assault configuration for Quartz means he is on a hard timer. Here's Leave. Looking at KSA. He's being topped up, but not enough. The sound barrier doesn't save him. Ultimately, it's just a trade, though. And Margit's still standing. Monk.
يا أخي كوارت. هاكو كوارت MVP. هاكو كوارت MVP.
Since Haku's come in the game, he has been massive for Saudi Arabia. That time, the beat, even with like players up on the high, does a great job connecting with just about everybody. And then there, during the artillery, does a great job protecting Quartz, ends up even picking up a kill.
This is getting out of hand now with 41 seconds left in the round. Saudi Arabia eyeing off that 5th map, and so far, so good. Margit knocked back for a time, but it's going to be another meteor strike because Gushway fears the damage of Quartz. Jumps back in and is hit by an accretion almost immediately. Able to jump back to the rest of his team. Now 24 seconds left. Air Matrix available now for Margit.
A few players get low on the team from China. They cannot lose anybody at the moment. Shine's playing aggressive, but he's able to find Yubi on the flank. This high ground position is an odd one, but it pays off. Shot after shot, overclock connecting, Monk finding 2. And now, this has to happen.
سمول ويندو ما معهم ولا التي الا رالي.
So you've already gotten that first checkpoint.
لازم نفوز بسرعة قبل ما يجيب نانو.
Not gonna have a slowdown there.
إلا لو هاكو قدر يجيب بيت نانو.
Anything if you're KSA, you know that they have just about nothing on the other side. A rally potentially here for Lengsa. I think what you're looking for here is like a TP Ant Matrix play, a lot like how we saw in Surabasa.
70 meters now and counting. Gushway anticipating that dive to the high ground, but the wall.
Wanna do?
Problem is so you'll be trying to pressure him down, but it's going to be Lengsa to save him there.
Do one.
But for how long? He gets a kill, and he's still alive.
They lose Shy.
4 versus 4 though. KSA stunned through the increased animation now. Falls back with a bionic grenade. What a punch! Haku sent over the fence.
عادي. One more مع بيت. Big flex.
There's something here. Quartz hasn't had a chance to have an impact. And the team from China are doggedly pursuing that distance.
آخر فايت.
So you're going to have another fight here. If you're KSA, you're going to have
بيت
the
فلكس
artillery.
هون هدوها. معنا باسيا بعد. روق في وقت البلد بعيدة.
One of the greatest comebacks in Esperanza history in the making here.
يلا.
Nice
ساكو.
Just what we need.
ازلا.
Sound barrier here for Saudi Arabia.
يا عمري. إيه.
To their knees. 2 kills for Gushway and Shy, but there's no way that's going to be
Score.
enough.
go. Let's go. يلا ون مور يا جماعة، ون مور، شيلوا الكاس ورجعوا تكفون. ون مور بدون فرح بعد. ون مور. اخ يا جماعة كوارز ام في بي، لازم كوارز ام في بي. روت يا جماعة دايما نفوز روت، صدقوني دايما نفوز في ذا الماب. يلا يلا يا جماعة تكفون. خلاص اللي يفوز الجيم ياخذ كاس العالم، ياخذ الجائزة.
And we saw Life Weaver at the World Cup.
Kick it off your bingo square, folks. Gushue will respect the disruptor shot here, as that healing pylon will be an annoying space to clear. Lee probably has to go up and do that, but it's risky. Yeah, he'll play there alongside Lexa in the tunnels.
The Hanzo is also really effective.
Against
Quartz finds that first pick on to leave. So maybe this dissuades you from playing that Bastion, but not like Quartz has been bad on the Sojourn. Finds that first pick on leave.
Okay, Gushue. Fortunately, he's able to give a good account of himself there, because he got split off from the rest of his team, and that's what allowed Leave to get picked up. They have no Monk though, so they have to now play around Lexa, who's also low. No one's going to be healing him.
Yeah, you don't have anything here for KSA as well, as end up in a really bad spot as Quartz finds Shy coming off spawn. Yubi's going to be able to make it out, and now you have Surmajed coming off. So you have that spawn advantage naturally on the offensive side here for Saudi Arabia. So maybe you can make something out of this. TP underneath Big Earls.
It means, yeah, if Shy reads his head and there's any threat from that hit scan, you could duck in under and play a closer game inside Big Earls. Munto has that nano available. Gushue will be ready to receive it, and in he goes. Yubi quickly tries to get out with a TP, but he's going to be knocked away from it and into the line of sight of Shy. Quartz is in trouble. Kinetic Grasp won't save you when Gushue comes to call.
Gushue gets powered up. Surmajed.
ما احس لاري كويسة. يا جماعة مو مستحيل ان لبدا يلعب لوسيو وما يبتيس، تبدلوا عادي. مو معناها ان هاكم موجود ما تلعبوا لوسيو. خلاص هذا هو من الواقع، العب لوسيو بعد الالتيات.
You lose this, you're in a world of trouble.
No immortality field here, so if there is a big gravitic flux, it's very hard for the team for China to counter. Yubi wants to TP away here, the rest of his team going to be left upon. No, look how low they are. It's going to be an immortality field already early in the fight, and Shy has already found Surmajed. Simul's in play. Shy going to wait it out, but that's dangerous. Oh, here comes Gushue. What goes up must come down. And so too do the hopes of Saudi Arabia winning that fight. But Matt, you said that was the fight to win.
They didn't invest heavy. They did not invest heavy.
Silver lining.
Yeah, they end up using their sim wall. They end up using their gravitic flux. Nothing to do with this blade, though. You're probably looking at like the captive sun and trying to kill Leave as fast as possible.
You heard the announcer. 60 seconds left. Shy copying a lot of poke damage. This will force him off the angle for now. Healing pylon down. Monk would have been a juicy target, but Majid cannot line him up there. Here comes the captive sun. Majid is hunting. It's going to be Shy connected with now. He's going to try and hold on, but he gets picked off. Shy with the storm arrows can't take down that airborne Iliari. It's going to be Quartz with the overclock. This should be enough for Saudi Arabia to push on in here. Gushue very low. Team for China are going to have to give this up.
Yeah, and I mean, it comes down to the wire at the end, but KSA desperately needed that first checkpoint, and they get it at the end. I like the idea. Captive Sun, go over to the high ground. You need one pick, get an advantage. Now look at this. You see the TP, you get that high ground. Maybe you get the... Now Quartz can get set up there. Deny some of this from Shy.
Shy can contest it by climbing, of course.
عددوها ترد ذا شي امهم يصرخون يا اخي ايش المهير
How does he get out of this? He doesn't have meteor strike. He doesn't have any healing.
يعني عنصرية طيب
KSA knocked against the gap in the wall. That's a lot of damage that he wouldn't.
حرفيا كسر ترد.
Hey, think about it, Gushue. He goes for it. Quartz takes a ton of damage from that as well.
بس كذا قدام يصرخون.
Back in, disrupt the shot. Quartz trying to buy himself some breathing room, but Gushue doesn't want to let him gasp for that air. Monk in the flux. Doesn't have a good ending, folks, I'm sorry.
And they had lost Lengsa at the beginning of that previous fight. So now you're staggering out supports, right? Lengsa not enough to keep everybody alive. So you're going to have to back up a little bit. Picks here would be massive for KSA.
Quartz gives up the game to Shy, though. He reveals himself from that very obscure angle. Gives the Hanzo a chance to respond and reposition now. The team from China are playing passively for a moment. They need Gushue, who's back on the Winston.
Yeah, it's so interesting. So this is a lot like Blizzard World.
Leave is creeping through the saloon right now. Try not to give away his position. Shy trying to climb up. Even Martin might have with a couple of shots. Shy is dicing with death here. Great whip shot from Lengsa to knock Sir Martin off course, and Gushue is very low. Another Captain Sun could be devastating. It's Monk again.
حلوة.
Martin is unstoppable.
نايس خذ الوقت هاي.
For the very least. Still, Saudi Arabia have got everything they need here to take this fight away. And it's just Shy, slowed up by the turrets. Saudi Arabia have a crack at finishing the map.
Yeah, as they get that second checkpoint. Route 66, it feels like a little bit you're playing with house money now, right? As you head towards this end of the map. Gushue gets off of that Winston just for a little bit. Now back, I think the Doom looks way better than the Winston. I don't think you're able to live.
It's not comfortable for the team from China.
Since Suravasa, nothing has been comfortable.
Cortez switches back off the Bastion, looking to counter the Winston there. Lead, this is awkward. No dash right now. 5 seconds away from it, so wouldn't have been able to run. Oh, Shy! What a peak! What a moment to find it!
They do have to use Rally to like keep him alive, right? I mean, he has one shot, Yubi using the TP to get within line of sight. They have to use that Rally and the shield to keep him up, so.
We might have our first legitimate Dragon Blade of this map though. With a nano boost.
Yeah.
The rest for Leave have unfortunately not been able to achieve too much. Leave on deflect duty.
I think they're just waiting for the right moment. Oh, now they go.
I'm gonna be.
Shy, they're gonna go for it anyway. To the victor goes the spoils. Lee wants to try and take this into his own hands.
I'm gonna be.
And that might be enough here. Can't block that one. Sorry, son. Accretion crashes in.
That's both supports that go down for KSA.
1 minute.
Yeah, they back up just a little bit. That is the nano boost and the blade gun. You've got them to use everything. They're just kind of pooling KSA for these big fights.
Again, patience here from KSA. It's going to be Monk getting caught inside that flux, and there is no escape. There's no counterplay with this team from trying to composition. Gushue is struggling. He's not getting out of that one alive.
But how big is that? We look at the team from China, they have to use 2-3 ultimates to win these fights. You use just a flux, you get 1 support. Now look at this, the potential for staggers.
Lengsa might not be able to get away still. Trying to head up to that high ground, but there's a TP to try and chase him down. The Brick's in trouble. Nice double Bionate, though. Lab, they're going to get caught by that. A Monk gets the solo kill. He'll struggle with Margin, though, and he wins it. Monk fights too. Unreal. And that might be enough. Another Bionate to keep him alive, but he extends too far into Yubi's position.
Bart, تكفى. جايب مونكي القرد. شيله. ما راح كركو. Let's go. إيه. نايس. يلا بس ديفنت كويس تكفى.
By preventing China from finishing the map.
And they're not going to play close. Typically, we see teams play close here, you know, at the start of some of these rounds with the composition that they want to play. They want to play distance. They want to play range. As Shy, manning the Hanzo yet again.
Still going for it. Feast or famine map when he gets those picks. It looks incredible. When he gets shut down or dove or forced away, not so much. Very defensive setup in that high ground. Lee figuring that out just now with those 3 turrets tickling at him. They're cleared pretty easy by Gushue. He's not even bothering with the Doomfist here.
شغلهم يوبي تبيات والله شغلهم.
Some of these players like entry into that show.
الو oh my god
that is sick.
يا اخي وش ذا اللاعب ما شاء الله ما شاء الله تكفى كمل.
Great accretion now from KSA, getting rid of the biggest threat in a long fight in the Hanzo. Oh, buddy, they're turning tail.
Just the tracking there, though, and knowing where Shy is going to end up, that is a sick accretion. And Shy, already done. Gonna go to the Sojourn.
You can't counter Gushway's pick on defense here, though, if you're Quartz. You're stuck on the Sojourn and not the Bastion. So that's an opening here for the team from China. China's gonna clear that healing turret, he does. Doesn't take too much of a risk to do so either. A glancing bow for the high ground, though. Quartz is keeping him honest here. Very quickly, he'll be given one heal pack. And there goes Gushway to the high ground, but Juby intercepts leave. KSA still a problem. He hasn't been shifted off that high ground. At least Shy makes it honest. 4 versus 4. Gushway looking now for Lambda, who has an Ant Matrix build up, but Shy is hitting. He's hitting diff.
Yeah, Slots is going to use that Ant Matrix, but I think it's going to go for nothing here. Is KSA and Quartz up on the high ground. Quartz gets forced down. So that will be the team from China taking that first checkpoint. Do you think we see Quartz switch here? I actually don't think you do. The Bastion is a bit better, but I think you need that verticality and that high ground control that Sojourn provides.
And that may be why the team from China chose this map. Less comfortable for Bastion, at least until the end of the map. They're having a big time bank going into the 3rd phase here for the team from China. That's a scary prospect. Here's a TP play to wrap on that left-hand side of the screen. Shy gets on out. And here comes Gushway now to the high ground. KSA about to get punished for that one. Immortality field felled. Monk finding KSA now and Shy again. Another hit with the railgun. He's on fire. And the team for China won't be denied.
No, as they are making fast progress with the payload. So get underneath the bridge. You'll have another fight here for KSA as Shy gets really low. So, what you have an overclock for Shy? Like if there's a TP, right? Look for him to like pop that, free fire it potentially.
Again, that TP to get across here. Captive stun for Sumajit. Shy might be good enough here. A couple of shots and he'll have the Sojourn, but again, both players with the hit damage. Margin falls off the angle. It's a random backhand from Gushway, who collars the Iliari in midair. KSA gets brought down as well.
لازم باسيان لازم كورت نايس صراحة غير بعد الزية الحمد لله اسمعني حتى الالتي ما يحتاجها شكرا.
We're going to switch to the Bastion here towards the end because there's not a lot of high ground here, but Gushway reads this perfectly. He's going to go back over to the Doom. So
the Winston pick got you a 4-minute time bank. You've got to be happy with that. Up goes Gushway here, knocking KSA back. Another pick and Shy. Once more. And on a Baptiste as well. He couldn't ride it any better for the team for China. They are going to keep the march going.
Get rid of that TP, prevent anybody from closing the gap. Bastion splash damage coming on through, but good progress already.
They've got to do something about this Sojourn. Finally, Martin. What a big headshot. That is going to relieve so much pressure here. Leaf has the deflect, but holds on to it. And he gets the Bastion kill. Maybe they were hoping he builds play, but he's nowhere near. It's Margin again. The nastiest pair of hands to hold that Iliari. Make no mistake.
Support, by the way. Yep. C comes through, picks up some kills as a damage dealer. You're still just burning clock here for KSA, right? You still have the advantage if you finish the map, so definitely not over just yet. This is a really tough map to complete.
Shy looking for Lambda to expose himself with those exo boots. Maybe an easy kill to line up. A lot of sim turrets on that left side. They have to be cleared, but Doomfist doesn't do it as easily as Winston. It'll be Shy instead. Here's that blade. No, that was used earlier on.
No.
No. Deflect of the captain.
No.
But what else for Lee?
Ash Majid. Let's go, Ash.
The debuff on Margin.
Ash, no way. الحمد لله لقطة قوية له.
Look, this map is difficult to complete because how narrow this show
دقيقتين يا جماعة
You're
دقيقتين.
going to be able to get value out of the Bastion, it feels like, all the time. Consistent damage, tougher sight lines to be able to get like Shy these like sick railgun connections.
يلا.
Really good area for Sigma as well.
Good angle for Shy. Lambda has to go for an immortality for that. You have to work that into your game plan. If you're the team from China, how do you exploit the lack of that cooldown? I don't think Shy expects this. They're chasing him on the flank. 14 HP. The barrage comes in. Shy, can he get out? Yes, he
شخصنها كورت. نا كورت. والله شخصنها. والله ما تعيش يقول لك. قلت عليه.
We are bleeding some serious clock here.
يا كورت مو وقتك نهائي كاس عالم ذا. والله MVP لا حد يناقشني. نزلنا.
This will be the toughest fight for KSA. Double support ult for the team for China, and KSA only has that gravitic flux.
Shy gone off the boil in the last couple of minutes. Compared to how we looked at the start of this round, the start of this phase. Yubi in trouble though. Immortality Field has to be expended. Gushue should be happy with that. But he wants to chase the sim, put the pressure down, make it hard for Yubi to get around the map. Now towards KSA, gravitic flux. Monk is able to get out of that one. It got interrupted. Margin now with a captive start, but that's the kill on Lab that you're looking for. The Baptiste now down. And like dominoes, the Saudi Arabian team falls.
Yes, Quartz goes over to the Sojourn here for the end. Lengsa will have to find his way back in the fight. Leave with a Dragon Blade, though, could help them complete the map. We're going to see a D.Va swap.
KSA on the D.Va. And all of a sudden, the team trying to back up.
Yeah, they're waiting for Lengsa. They got to get Lengsa back in here.
They get a measure of the situation, and here's that blade. Captive Stun, though, lead can't chase the Iliari. He's up in the rafters, but Shy does the job for him. It's a 1-for-1, though. Shy has to give it up as he's looking aloft. Yubi not getting out of that one. The rocket punch from Gushue can't be protected.
ما عنده ديفلكت. كورت. تكفى.
37 seconds left in the round here. Gushue with the meteor strike, but look at that health pool. He cannot commit. Needs Monk to get him back in the fight.
آخر فايت يا جماعة. آخر فايت تسمونها.
Right back into the fight as they can play back. Sim wall available, and you're probably going to get an overclock here from Quartz. He's been so good. Will this overclock decide it?
Gushue power blocking there. Quartz picked up. Shy snaps him up in an instant, but still KSA is a big body on the point. Margin is down. You've got one healer, one DPS, one shot to stop the team from China. And here comes Lee. Now he's going to deal with the stalling fight. The D-suit is there. Now they're on the push. There'll be more stall. Kiriko going to try and push out with Quartz.
احنا اتاك. we're chilling. والله we're chilling. عوافي. والصراحة عادي مرة. عادي. الحين احنا نبدأ اتاك. مرة عادي.
Overtime. The minimum 1 minute for both teams to get as far through Route 66 as they can. Nobody can teach you how to act, how to feel, how to play when you're in this spot.
It'll be the team from China playing up on that high ground on the bridge. So they don't want to take a fight close, per se, right outside the spawn door, but they want to take one before this first corner.
Leave deflecting much of that oncoming fire. Quartz tentatively here, not overextending. The disrupt the shot slows him down.
He had like 90 charge, ends up losing some of it.
Another healing pylon down for Martin. Kinetic grasp here for KSA as he'll be forced back. Leave though 1 HP.
Nice.
That's a big kill. 5 versus 4 now, and Saudi Arabia starting to build ahead of steam. Healing pylon above that exit. That should be removed here.
كوارتز وماجد تروح على الصوت بحالها. نايس. يا أخي كوارت.
Gushue's in trouble, man. He can't stay. It's just Shy.
Here's the worst part about this. The team from China doesn't take a fight close. They don't take one far enough back to give a good advantage. So now you put yourself in a position where you're not going to get a second fight. That's the worst part about this. KSA has to stay on the payload. We saw this earlier today.
KSA
in this spot has to keep it contested. But that is a huge accomplishment right there, getting that first checkpoint.
Team from China, they are scared. You have to feel there's a sense of panic setting in. You alluded to it a couple of maps ago. And now more than ever, they need to compose themselves. Find a way to shake Saudi Arabia off the card.
And Martin already with that captive stun.
He lets it go. Where's it headed? Back towards his team. He tried to get Gushue. He was diving with an nano boost, but he doesn't connect. Meteor strike comes in. Lambda desperately trying to get over. Martin is
ما يدق له والله ما تموت لحالك.
Gushue for 3. And that's going to be it. That's as far.
كأس العالم شيء على جنب وابي اشوف كوارتز ياخذ افضل لاعب بالعالم. هذا اهم شيء عندي.
Crazy stuff. They're not playing on the corner map, but they do have a TP up.
No, they're going to play from Big Girls probably now. Sit up top here. Maybe you were thinking about like, okay, you can kind of like TP from side to side here. A early pick for KSA would be huge.
Might be over there, but look at that bio. What great connection already. That Immortality Field's got to be used. It doesn't mean it's a lost fight for Saudi Arabia, but it's a disadvantage to start with. Majid is low, he's got to try and outburst away. Gushue is right up in Quartz's face. There's no Bastion to answer this Winston right now, and it's got to favor the team from China.
And we're already down to 20 seconds on the clock.
Got to go. Card still lumbering slowly, ponderously around the corner.
نايس. يلا يلا.
Quartz now has to go to the left-hand side. There's still
شيلوا ما عنده بلايم. ترول باقي القضية. فزنا فزنا خلاص راحت خلاص راحت عمري. الله صورة 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 بسرعة بديسكورد. والله بالغصب كلهم ضدنا بالغصب، اقسم بالله بالقوة، كل العالم ضدنا بالقوة. قضية على بيتنا. لا تبي اتذكر والله يا ساتر نسيته. صدق علي يا جماعة ما انجليزي يا بلي تكفى علمه ماجد.
Faisal bin Bander just came here for us to cheering for us. Guys, why we don't dream? We dream it and we make it true. It came true now. Saudi Arabia is the champion of Overwatch. We made it. We made it. We made it.
They made it.
يا عمري مجهز المقال من القرن يا عمري. ليتس جو يلا يا شيخ. يا جماعه اقسم بالله اني ما ادري وش اقول لكم. ما ادري شلون اشرح لكم الشيء اللي قاعد احس فيه الحين. احس كذا اني انتصرت والله العظيم، احس اني انتصرت عليهم. اقسم بالله اني مستانس بشكل. الحمد لله بس الحمد لله يا رب. شكرا يا جماعه الخير لكل واحد دعم، سواء بمبلغ او انك دعمت المنتخب كلام او انك تابعت او اي شيء من الاشياء. شكرا شكرا شكرا. الحمد لله قدرنا نحقق كاس العالم. اسوأ سيناريو صار، فازوا علينا 2-0، قلبنا النتيجه وفزنا الحمد لله. مع ان انا كنت مبند والعيال كانوا متدربين معي لان قدروا يحققون كاس العالم بدوني. اقسم بالله يا جماعه اني ما ادري ايش اقول والله العظيم. صح انهم بندوني بس نسيوا لاعب ثاني، نسيوا كوارتز، نسيوا الباقيين كلهم. اقسم بالله اداء عظيم يشرف صدق يشرف. فحبيت اشكركم على كل الدعم اللي سويتوه. بوريكم بعض من الصور اللي نزلوها في تويتر الحين تطلع لكم ان شاء الله في الشاشه. ذبات بسيطه طبعا ما كثرنا، كان لازم اسوي زي كذا عشان الباند اللي سووه. ادري بعضكم يشوفها روح مو برياضيه، اللي ما يفهم اوفر ركزوا، اللي ما يتابع اوفر شوف انه يعني شلون ما كنا محترمين او كذا. صدقوني يا جماعه الخير ان في اسباب. واحده من الاسباب لو انك تتابع مثلا كاس العالم بقناتهم الرسميه، لو تشوف الشات يحطون فيه، تشوف الاعلام اللي يحطوها ضدنا، تشوف كيف بندوني يعني بكاس العالم بشيء كذبي حرفيا. ففي واحده في اسباب كثيره خلتنا اننا احنا نطلع زي كذا. اوكي شكرا يا جماعه الخير، اقسم بالله شكرا مره. بمناسبه فوزنا العظيم باذن الله راح اسوي جيفوي ب3 حسابات 3 منصات. اسوي جيفوي ان شاء الله بتويتر، احط لكم حسابي هنا وبحط لكم الرابط في الوصف. اسوي جيفوي بالانستغرام ان شاء الله، كلها جيفويات مختلفه. واحد قوي باذن الله بعد، وراح اسوي جيفوي بالديسكورد، كلها راح احط فيها مبلغ كبير واللي حيفوزون فيها بس عرب. بس يا جماعه ما بيكثر عليكم، يعطيكم العافيه على الدعم وان شاء الله نشوفكم المقطع الجاي. مع السلامه.